It's week 1 of marathon prep, and I'm already behind schedule because last week was the last week of preseason, and I was supposed to hit 35 miles. That's my kind of goal range right now. And I only got 6 miles because after the stomach bug, I tried to get back into running and lifting probably too fast, woke up with a terrible head cold, and just decided to give up. Not in the sense of like I quit, but just in the sense of, okay, I'm just going to wait for my body to recover. I'm just going to take this as a sign that I need to rest. So that's what I did. So this week, I should be at 35 miles, but I'm only going to be at 25 just because I thought that was the wise thing to do so that I didn't overdo it, having not ran for basically a whole week. And I feel good. My legs feel good. My body feels good. I'm back to doing everything with running and lifting. When you stop a discipline, it's really hard to get back to it. Not so much physically, but mentally, it's hard for me to get back into my running routine, which is kind of crazy because I thought that I kind of built this habit. The mind always wants the path of least resistance. So whatever's easier, that's what the mind wants. And that's why discipline is so important. And it's just funny to me how quickly discipline can go out the window when you stop. So 25 miles for the week, that's what I'm going for. And it's pretty hot in Michigan right now. And as the Midwesterners always say, it's not the heat that gets you, it's the humidity. I'm going to teach you something that I saw on the internet, so take it with a grain of salt. My minimum protein goal every day that I try to hit is 150 grams. I supplement that with protein bars, sometimes protein shakes. I got kind of tired of protein shakes, so I switched to bars. I've been using the Costco brand. It's like their version of a Quest bar, I guess. But the other day I was at Costco and I was like, let me just get these Fit Crunch bars, change it up a little bit. And I've had these before. I've eaten plenty of these throughout my life. But what I learned was that advertised protein numbers, so on the back, let's see if it'll focus here. I don't know if it will. Anyways, it says 16 grams. That's just the net weight of protein. Companies don't have to report the amount of complete and usable protein in a product on that net weight. So they can just say, hey, 16 grams of protein is in this. However, they do have to report the percentage accurately. So if you look at this percentage number, it says 24% daily value of protein. The FDA has 50 grams of protein recommended for your daily value. So what you have to do in order to find the amount of usable protein that your body can completely absorb, completely use in a product, is you have to look at that percentage number and you have to divide it by 2. So 24% divided by 2 would be 12%. That means there's actually only 12 grams of usable protein in these protein bars. I also saw that the second ingredient in this is soy protein. So I'm gonna return these, take these back. I don't want soy protein. I only want whey protein. I'm just gonna stick to this. I can't show you the back because I ripped it and I threw it away. However, these Quest bars, this specific flavor advertises 22 grams of protein, if you can see it, because it's shimmery. And the percent value, I checked it out, equaled out to 44% daily value of protein on this, which 22 times 2, 44. So this is actually accurate. Keep that in mind. Again, I saw it on the internet, so fact check me if you want. And if you find out that I'm wrong, let me know, because I don't want to be wrong about that. But I thought that was a pretty interesting fact, and I wanted to share it on this video. So get your protein and get quality protein, complete protein. I want to recap week 1 of marathon prep because I'm going to call it a failure. And I don't say that in a self-deprecating way, but I'm way behind schedule. The goal was 25 miles for the week. I hit 24. I missed 2 days of running because I didn't plan ahead. And in the summertime, routine gets very challenging because the schedule is just all over the place. There's all kinds of different events that we have or different things that we're doing. And summer is just hard to establish a routine. So week 1 of marathon prep failed by a lot. I'm behind by a lot. And I'm just failing forward. I learned some lessons and I did have some wins. Getting to the gym lately has been challenging because a lot of the time that I've usually used to go to the gym, I am using that for runs now, just because the mileage is getting higher. And again, the schedule is busy. I was kind of freaking out about that because I still wanted some sort of strength training. So I'm working to establish some daily disciplines. And I got a couple pull-up bars. I got the J-Flex door frame pull-up bars. They're a little on the pricey side for a door frame pull-up bar, but they basically guarantee no damage to door frames. They're not going to bust the door frame. So I was hesitant about it, but I've been doing 50 pull-ups every single day, 100 push-ups every single day, 50 sit-ups every single day. And the goal is to get to 100 pull-ups a day, 100 push-ups a day, which I'm already, that's probably my easiest movement. And then 100 sit-ups or something a day. And then once I get used to that, I plan to get some sort of a dip bar so that I can do dips every day. And maybe I'll change out sit-ups for like an ab wheel or something, just because I feel like that's more fun. And I also feel like it's more effective for ab training. So establishing some daily disciplines on top of daily running has been really beneficial for me. And I would consider that a win because it's something that I can do whenever I have time after the kids go to bed. It takes me less than 20 minutes to get that done. And I'm working to get faster and faster at it. So it's a fun challenge every single day, and it really isn't fatiguing me too much. But it's just something to kind of scratch that itch for strength training, constant muscle stimulus. So that's good. And then another win was my long run. Again, I needed to hit 12 miles, which I didn't really know if that was going to be possible. So I just went out and I got 11. I didn't want to push it any further. To be honest with you, I just kind of missed my family. I was like, I don't want to run another mile. And I was busy Saturday, so I just wanted to get home, get some extra time with them before I had to leave again. The win for that run was the fact that I left my headphones at the office, so I had no headphones. And I just hated it. I hated every step of it. The first mile was okay, second mile was all right, and then it just started to get darker and darker from there to the point where I was like, why am I running? Why did I ever start doing this to begin with? Why did I sign up for a marathon? I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's my favorite part of running. It's the mental toughness that you build from it. I'm scared to say this because commitment to something like this is scary. I want to get more reps in with this channel. So quality is probably going to decrease, but quantity is going to increase. Just because I'm still trying to figure out my voice, figure out what exactly I want to do with this channel, what I want it to look like. And I do want to document as much of this whole process as I can. So I'm going to dare to fail and say
every Wednesday for this marathon prep, there will be a weekly update. Maybe it's going to be just random clips throughout the week like this video is. I'm sure occasionally it'll have like some cinematic shots. But I'm just doing this by myself. I don't have a team to document, edit, all that stuff. I hope you're okay with that. I hope you stick around for the ride. And as always, dare to fail. I will see you for week 2 recap of marathon prep.